Hey guys, been getting some questions about doing takedowns. It's for jiu-jitsu. It's a fairly not an area a lot of us really cover because the ground is so much fun. And takedowns can be very, very challenging. But I got a couple neat tips for takedowns with the gi on. I look out for the one where I go no gi as well. My wrestling takedown's a little bit better than my gi takedowns. Gi takedowns, I prefer sacrifice throws that end in good position. So I'm going to show you a couple, but there's a really, really big point here is I'm not really going to let him get too far into a position. I want to affect John's posture so that when he does try to take me down, he's in a weaker position, or ideally when I set up or break his posture, then I can set up a takedown that I like. So I'm going to show you a couple of variations here. One thing that we want to look out for is typically guys like to look for a collar grab and a sleeve grab or elbow grab. Right? So this is fairly standard. Now the challenge is when I get into this position, John and I are both equal. So now it's going to become who's a little bit better at the footwork and shifting the base or the kazushi and getting us off balance. And honestly, I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play a game where the other guy has the same advantages that I have. And that doesn't really play well to me. So what I definitely don't want is him to grab my collar. Now there's different ways we can break the grip. Okay, we can play with different things like that, but I want to do something really, really simple. I love this because I do Muay Thai as well. And in Muay Thai we have something called a high sweep. So when John goes to reach for my collar, I want to leave it out just a little bit. I don't want to make it obvious. But when we start, I'll just give it a little tug. And my hands are going to be above his hands. That is super important. If my hands are below his hands, this will never work. So my hands are up, which is very self-defense like. When John goes to grab my collar, I'm going to sweep. I'm going to knock his hand down. And I just grab his sleeve. This hand is going to go in and grab his belt. And now you see my arm is bent here. I'm being nice. What I'm going to do is when I grab for his belt, I straighten my arm out. I punch it down. And this is what's going to break John's posture. If he starts moving his legs back, it's going to get a little bit different, but we'll set up the throw in a second. So I want this arm to go down, and I want to grab his belt. Now, this is an easy one to grab, an easy grip. John's belt's a little bit loose, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it because I'm not going to pull on it yet. I'm going to push it down and push down from here. Now, my first takedown, John's bent. This is perfect. His leg is right there. I'm going to grab and look for his leg, for a single leg. I hold on, and then I'm going to step back and back with my left foot. So back and back as I squat down. So again, I'm in my stance. Hands are up, I sweep, I grab the belt, I punch down, grab for his leg, and hold on to his hand, his sleeve, or your hand, whatever you got. Take a little bit of a step back and squat. So we want to turn him into the ground. What I want to do is screw John down. I don't want to lift him up too much. That takes a little bit more effort, plus I'm bent over. I can try pushing front to back, which is a great idea to get him off balance, and I can turn him to get him off balance. But when I want him to go down, I have to rotate him and push downwards. One last time. Here, grab the belt, in, squat and turn around. From here, you're just looking to pass. If you can get the arm, great. If it's going away, go for his back. Play with the position as you hit the ground. Now, sometimes when you get for this, when you get here, John's going to move his leg back to feel a little bit more, less twisted. So try to realign his posture a bit. When this happens, I step up with my right foot, and I'm going to sit on my butt, on my left hip. So I've got my grip, step, and I just drop straight down underneath them to flip them over. Didn't take that foot back, well I'm going to grab that leg. He gets that foot back, sweep him. Now if I have that arm, great, going for arm bar. Down, grab, again if I can try to grab that leg I will. Step in, and sit down, okay? This belt grip's a nice strong grip, especially when you want to reel the guy in. One more time, normal speed. As a last little variation, sometimes I get my partner, because I do this takedown a lot, it works really well, is I'll look to try and step over my foot right here. So if I'm here at John, I sit, he's going to step over. no, not fall. He's going to step, give a step over my leg. And then they're going to kind of climb to mount, which is really annoying when you take down the guy to mount. So here, here. When I sit, I'm going to tap his knee with my foot. So I have his belt, I step down, and I just trip him with my foot on his knee. This is a great little sacrifice throw. It's proved to be quite successful because honestly, when I started doing throws, not very strong, not overly coordinated, and the guys I went with were usually bigger and stronger than me, so I do sacrifice throws a lot. And this is one of those ones I just developed over time. So lots of timing. When I look at his legs in front, I'll look for that signal leg, but most guys will bring it back. Great time to sacrifice and drop underneath. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Have fun. So guys, as a little bonus thing, what I want you to do is, even if you don't like doing takedowns, which I'm not a huge fan, but I like the ground, but takedowns are kind of fun. Play within the position itself. So as a little drill, John's going to grab my gi, I knock it down, I go to here, my head is underneath his head, I'm grabbing onto his belt, and remember this arm is going to straighten out. And now, just have John fight from this position. So go ahead, John. What I'm trying to do is just stay in a position where I'm fairly strong, and I'm going to hang my weight and punch John into the ground and keep his posture broken. And I just want to play and see what happens. In that case, I walked around his side and hooked his leg, which is a great takedown. Again, here, here. I'm just going to hang off of him. Oh, great, he's side hands. Oh. Now I got his leg again. So, really great thing to do is just keep the guy off posture and then look to see what happens. Even if he tries to take you down, which isn't a great idea, but because his posture's bent and not very strong, he's going to waste more energy, he's going to be slower than you, and it's just going to frustrate him more. So when he does go for a takedown, it's way more obvious. It's easier for you to counter. Okay? Super important drill. That's one that you should be taking to the gym and practicing with your friends. Okay? Enjoy, guys.